valuable to me. But the short video I've seen is such that I only had watched Cheryl slapping an officer who, at the moment, for the short video I've seen, didn't seem to be threatening, really.
Okay.
That's the officer himself in any position of threat against the other person that is slapping. But like I said, it may not be in such direct, palpable threat by an action of the police. Nobody knows what words he had uttered. Nobody knows what other conduct that may have gone on. So except until all the facts are made available to all of us, then one could probably comment whether it's justifiable or not. Take, for instance, if you're driving with your mother or you're driving with your wife, and these are persons that legally are in filial relationship one with another. If I am driving with my mother and then I am with her at a stop by policemen, and then a policeman abuses my mother as a prostitute, for instance, and makes such verbal abuses echo inside the passion, it's called the heat of passion, that simultaneously at that moment, without any moment to retaliate, that could be described as retaliation, that person, that son of that woman, may not be able to hold himself or could slap a policeman.
But he will be backed up by law. Is that what you're saying?
It's of course, it's justified. I have said so. Look at what will happen. Excuse me. Yes, it could be seen ordinarily on the face of it. Oh, he has assaulted a policeman. Let the police, like in this case now, let the police order an investigation. Do you know that the police orders an investigation and probably an arrest and an arraignment, the matter will begin. And when the matter begins and this person says this, it will be exonerated. That is the justification end I'm talking about.
Okay.
So you are justified in the heat of passion, under provocation, if the measure falls within the reasonable man's reaction, and then in the heat of passion, you didn't have a time to go and cool your passion and come back for retaliation, you will not have that defense anymore. Then it could be said that you are provoked. And that's why I said policemen too have to be careful so that it will not be that you provoked this person to that reaction.
Which brings me to my next question. Now, we see that the relationship between the police and the citizens, that the people the police are policing, it's not a good one. It's a fragile one. How did we get here to the point where, we started by talking about police brutality. Could that be a reason? The police is supposed to be you and I's friend, but is the police our friend? That's something I want to look at. And if you say no, how can we repair the relationship so we don't have either of the parties abusing the other person's human right, or get to the point where there is a provocation and then one has to respond or react aggressively?
Well, a lot of factors are involved here, and let's begin with the aspect of the state agents. We've always advocated professionalism in carrying out your duty as a public officer, particularly as a state agent. And then there is need for regular training, particularly in the areas of respect for citizens' rights. And then in carrying out your duties within the provision of law, and then within the confines of your professional, maybe your codes and regulations. Now, regular training would be able to internalize and instill in officers, especially those that go out and are very likely to engage with citizens, to be able to understand how to relate with citizens, what to say, how to be humane and friendly indeed as the police are our friend with citizens. So that there would have been no justification if any citizen, an erratic citizen, assaulting a police officer. So I won't have a situation where if it does happen and the person is arraigned, it will raise any reasonable defense of provocation or self-defense.
All right.
Now, if you have a situation the other way, where officers come and continue to abuse, Canada, I have witnessed situations where public officers, or policemen, that's what they are, and they are abusing people. You're abusing a lady as a harlot, as a prostitute. Is that what you're trained in the police college to come say to a person? If the person is reasonably suspected to have committed an offense, you arrest the person.
All right. Look, at this point,
someone commits an offense, if it's a traffic offense, you don't need to abuse the individual.
Okay.
I am not assuming, I'm not concluding that that's what happened in Sherwin's case, but those are likely situations that someone could come out of his car and in the heat of passion unable to control himself, and then this is slapped on an officer.
All right.
The reveals that they will know who is justified and who is not.
I've got to go now because there is a commercial up next, and I would have to make way for that. But I would say thank you for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me, Kalada.
All right, then. Remember, you will be able to contribute during the open season or the open mic segment. So you want to stay tuned. I'll take your calls. I'll take your contributions when it's time. But for now, we've got to go for a commercial break. Stay tuned.